In the following video, I'm going to show you how to run the transcript. The transcript submission screen can be a little daunting because there's a lot of choices on here, so I'm going to try to simplify it. I'm on the R702 submission screen. I've picked my format. I generally do not mess with any of these options at the top. I leave them the way they are. If you're having things run off the page, then by all means tweak these left margin, right margin, etc. If you want it landscape instead of portrait, go ahead and tweak those. In the first dual select, school years for marks, I am going to choose the current school year, which is the 18-19, and then I need 17-18, 16-17, 15-16. So this would be, if I had a senior I was running this for, I'd catch all the way back to their freshman year. And just to be safe, I'm also going to catch their 8th grade year for 14-15 in case they had taken maybe Spanish 1 in 8th grade or Algebra 1 in 8th grade. So I have 5 years pulled over. Current year, I'm always going to pull over earned. Prior year, I'm always going to pull over earned. Course types, I do not select anything. The transcript and Dazzle are smart enough to know that it shouldn't print lunch and study hall on the transcript. As long as you didn't give a grade for lunch and study hall, you're good to go there. Now these next yes, no, these can be a little confusing to people. And if you want to take a screenshot of my screen right now, even look at the time and jot down what time in the video this is. This is how I would mark the yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no's. What's important when you get a student, the only time you're probably going to change this is when you get a student who is withdrawn and you need to print their transcript. When you withdraw a student, it automatically drops all their classes for this year. That's the way Dazzle works, the way it's supposed to work. And so you'll want to make sure include dropped courses in the past or current course term in this current year is marked as yes. That way those dropped grades will print on the transcript. If you print no, if you select no, then they're not going to print. Prior year GPA, you can pull over the cum for each year. You don't have to. I am only going to pull over the cum for this current year and the current year GPA set, cumulative GPA. That's going to be the GPA for a senior for their whole high school career, and that's what I want to print. Whenever I run the transcript, I always mark refresh the GPA as no, because when you say yes, it makes the transcript run very, very long, because it's not just recalculating that student you're running the transcripts for GPA, it's running the whole entire school's GPA. Every kid gets recalc. So I always say no, and if you need updated GPA results before you run the transcript, go to GPA set maintenance. So just type GPA set in the cheater and go there and recalc the GPA by clicking that third icon, I believe it is, it's the arrows. And wait for that to finish, then come run the GPA and you'll be much happier with the speed of, then come run the transcript. You'll be much happier with the speed of the transcript finishing on your management screen. This next school years for attendance, I'm going to pull over those same years, their senior, sophomore, junior, and freshman. I don't want to put if I have a senior I'm running this for, I don't want their 8th grade attendance print on there, so that's why I'm not picking the 14-15. If I'm running this for a 10th grader, let's say, and I don't want their 8th grade and 7th grade years of attendance printing, I would want to pull those back over. So I believe the student I'm running it for is an 11th or 10th grader, I don't remember. So I'm going to leave them this way for now. Absence cutoff date, I could put today, and I just hit T on my keyboard. Watch this. You just hit T on your keyboard, it's their attendance. It automatically puts today's date. And so it will print their attendance for this year as of today. Some people would like to choose the end of third quarter. It's up to you. This next dual select here, I want the ACT if a kid has it, and I also want their end of course. Oh, I picked end of course, and now I need ACT if they have it. I'm going to skip all of this stuff. This we don't even use anymore. And I am not going to pull over statuses. I don't need them because I'm going to run this for one student. I don't need homerooms. I don't need programs because when I put that student ID in, it trumps all of these selections. I don't need any of this stuff. Down here, I'm going to, the student ID is 30257. If I had more than one, you just separate them with commas. I'm going to take this out. So I just want 30257. These next building district, in my opinion, these should always be set for district latest district. District latest district. Come down here. I always have this marked by default, improve. It's just always been marked. And I'm going to run it for this ID, but this is a required field, grade. So what I do is I just pull them all over. If you were not running it for a certain ID, then, pull the 9 through 12 over. But it doesn't matter. I have a student ID, and obviously they're in one of these grade levels, so I'm going to get results. Now down here, what I like to do, I like to put in the description of whose transcript I'm running. That way, when 2 days from now, and I need to find this transcript back, I have it on my management screen with that notation. So I'm going to go ahead and click submit. I click the blue button and it goes to my management screen, which I click on my gear, go to my management screen. I wait for the transcript to finish, and I ran it earlier. And I'm going to open it by clicking the blue hyperlink, and I have all of those submission screens or submission options. And then finally I get the transcript, and here's the student's transcript. Many of you, you just want this page. And when you print this, you have to print the whole doc per se. And then some people have told me they've scanned in the transcript so then they could email it to someone. There is an easier way. You can get on the I want to menu. So I'm going to put Beth into context, and that's whose transcript I ran. If I click this triangle, I have view print report card, and I can say 1819 transcript. Sorry, view print student transcript, not report card. View print student transcript. I pick 1819, and what that's doing is running Beth's transcript on the fly, and I ran that earlier. Now this could take 20 seconds, 30 seconds. It's not going to be immediate because it's going through all her grades and generating her transcript right there. Now this is what that looks like, and this is what that looks like, and I have page 1 of 1. I could file save this to my computer over here, and I can then actually print it too. I just have that one page. There is a video out on the home page on how you get that I want to menu option. In production, if you scroll all the way down, there's a video down here, STUD for the student, how to add R702 and R701 to the I want to. There's a video in a document detailing how you do that. Again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to send us tickets.